You're right there guys, what's going on? Welcome to a special moment. Today marks the day, well it was yesterday, that we go and purchase the 95 rated Moments Ronaldinho. If EA don't want to release him as an SBC, we're going to sell on the club. Team of the year Neymar, Team of the year Mbappe, all gone for one man. Ronaldinho, is he worth it? The vintage look on this card made me spend the extra coins. Please do leave a like, and if you are needing game codes or anything game related, head over to g2a.com, use the code Fuji on that site to get a discount on every single order. And let's go and meet Ronaldinho. So one way or another, we were going to get our hands on Ronaldinho. And one thing I just want to say, for FIFA 20, I hope that EA decide to bring out a few more of these icons with dynamic images. Look at these regular standard icons. They look pretty poor now. But then you go into the left wing position and you've got this man. Ronaldinho, 95 rated, Moments, 6.399, 6.4 million. You know, that is a lot to be spending on an icon. And I think with what EA was saying before about how we've taken feedback on board, the community won't really be able to afford these moment SBCs, so why not you take control of the market and before they were even released, set their maximum bin or bring down the cost of the other icons, you know, just drop the market. That's what I'm not really understanding, but 6,400,000, 9 games, 15 goals. 15 goals he scored for me already. And you know, of course, you're going to be seeing some really nice ones. 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and then his in-game stats. Wow. The pace, the sprint speed, the shooting is all there. The passing, playmaking, dribbling, 99. Physical stats are awesome. And if you've ever used the regular Prime Ronaldinho, you know what he's all about, but is this one much improved? And that's what I was really looking forward to testing out. 6.4 million is a hell of a lot, let me just say. Bale, 93 rated, 8 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. I was playing a 4... Was I playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2-2? I'm pretty sure I was playing 4-2-2-2. So Bale was alongside Ronaldinho up top, and I was forcing Ronaldinho into the play. I didn't really care what Bale was doing, but he is pretty decent. I do like the way he feels on the ball, his pace, and it's a very good card. And he came down a lot, 1.7 mil. Of course I'm going to buy him for that. So those stats there, 8 games, 2 goals, don't really reflect how he could play for you. It was the Ronaldinho show last night, but I did bring in Munier as a CDM. We've got Kante that scored an outrageous goal. De Gea was a little bit hit and miss last night. In the left back position, Roberto Carlos, not a big fan. He is arguably the worst performing player in this starting 11. I know. And it shouldn't be that way because Yedlin's in there. But Yedlin, some games he steps up, some games not so much. But let's get into the clips, boys. I'm not going to waste your time. I've got a lot to show you and I've got a lot to speak about. Ronaldinho, let's go. So the scary thing is, guys, with this Ronaldinho's price on the market, it's going to cost you 6.4 million. And you could pretty much get 3 of the regular primes for that cost. Now, is he really worth it? Now, what are you paying for? Well, you're paying for a few stat increases as well as the look of the card, the dynamic image, and he has actually been improved. Now, how much is he being improved? Is it really worth spending the extra coins on? Well, it's a luxury buy, right? So when I went and played the first game, I went 1-0 down and I wasn't happy. Was not happy at all, and I was forcing it into Ronaldinho just to see if he could carry my side. And on his debut, what did he do? Score a hat-trick. And the way he feels, like the acceleration after step overs and elasticos, and I've noticed like maybe a change in animation, how he's able to turn around really fast with pace, 360. That's all been buffed a little bit, but it's more to do with like the step overs and the acceleration that he gets. One of the reasons why I loved Ronaldinho for such a long time, and I still obviously do, until Team of the year Mbappe came out. He was my go-to favorite player in the game because of the amount of pace that he gets out of skill moves, and then he carries the ball. It's not like you've got someone that looks quick and feels quick in game that does a step over, gets past the first man, but then his defender still recovers. With Dino, you get past the first man and you're pretty much gone, and especially with this strength upgrade now, the physical stats are awesome. I don't mind his stamina being a little bit low on someone that you're spending like 6.4 million coins on. It doesn't really make any difference because of his work rates. He is direct. He wants to get the ball, and the funny thing is as well is It's dangerous just giving him the ball on the edge of the box. You don't need to build up play and try and find him. Just pass and he will do the work. As long as you're good with like some step overs and some skill moves and just have fun. You don't really need to be that good with the card. His finishing, would I say it's been increased? It's hard to tell really, because his regular prime was always clinical, but with post patch and the way it's been going for me, this man made it easy. I didn't have to time some of the near post shots. The finesse shot that I took at one of them, oh my god. I turned around and then I hit it like as I was in that motion of turning, and I connected it with green and it went top corner. So maybe Ronaldinho, he somehow gets around the system and he isn't affected as much post patch. But the way he feels on the ball, it's just beautiful. And am I going to be getting him on the RTG? Well, 6.4 million, I've got to be honest, it is stupidly expensive for what you're getting back, because the regular prime are like 2.4 million. I could go and sell Patrick Vieira now on the RTG. I could use some of the weekend league rewards, foot rivals, whatever, you know, foot champs, and get our hands on a regular prime Ronaldinho. And I think that's what we're going to be doing, because I don't think it would be a good idea me looking in those coins on a Ronaldinho SBC, just in case we were wanting to sell him for team of the season, give us a little bit more flexibility when it comes to building the side and changing it up. But the enjoyment that I had, not only with Ronaldinho, but with Marcelo, everyone that I played with in this team, they were inspired by Ronaldinho's performance, or it was just me skilling and trying to get some nice goals. But his positioning inside the box was intelligent. When I was on the wings and I was cutting inside, ready to maybe dink it back post or to play it back, Ronaldinho would pull himself back into a nice position. So I felt like that was increased. His pace is just, he's so fast. That's why I like him. He's so fast. He's really strong. There was a moment as well that I chipped it over the top and he showed what he was about. Not only was it a perfect control, but he had a defender on top of him and I held LT, shielded the ball, and he still was able to keep composed and put it in the back of the net, not even timing the shot. So that is exactly what I need on the RTG. But spending 6.5 million, I mean, if you have the coins, do it, because you're not going to have as much enjoyment with this Ronaldinho with any other player. It just isn't, it just doesn't feel the same. Like Team of the Year and Mbappe, both of those are probably like top tier. The ones that you want to be skilling with, dribbling, they both have that ultimate control. Also, Team of the Year Neymar, but what Mbappe and also Ronaldinho have in their favor is the strength, and it makes them really easy to use. And they look at the quality of goals, man. I know my opponents were trying to like really give it at me and like close me down, but you can't stop Ronaldinho. The way he was just flicking it over his head, putting balls in behind, and his passing, actually, the playmaking really has been increased. I noticed a few of those passes in between like left back, centre back, where really they probably should have locked on to the ball, but because it was passed by Ronaldinho, the architect, you know, the playmaker, it just found Gareth Bale running down the line. And I was using the 4-2-2, and with Bale, by the way, he feels very similar to how he was playing in the draft, and that's one of the reasons why I went out and purchased him for 1.7 mil. This FUT birthday card is actually very good. It's a shame that he doesn't have a 4-star weak foot. That is just the only downfall, but at least he's got the skills. His finishing seems, yeah, just as good, and he was offering a lot of pace down that right hand side. There was one moment though in the game that I was getting so mad. Gareth Bale was like just on the edge of my box. I collected it with him, ran towards the wing, and non-informed De Bruyne was catching him up. So then I held the shield button, bumped De Bruyne off, ran a little bit, and then De Bruyne was able to catch him up and dispossess him. What the hell is up with this game? Hopefully one day we'll see some adjustments to pace, maybe give us the true meaning of pace when you're not in those key areas. So if you're maybe like a one-on-one, or you play the ball in behind and you're just looking for that sweaty approach, maybe balance it a little bit so the defenders have a chance. But when you're in like a winger position at the halfway line, I think someone like Gareth Bale should really be able to burst away and show his true pace there. But Marcelo, I don't think I'm going to sell him. would I actually get rid of Ronaldinho for team of the season on this account? I don't know, man. I don't really want to sell him. I've got 1.6 mil left. I'll be adding like a few FIFA points because I know you guys enjoy packs, but with what EA have been doing recently, I don't think they deserve anything. And it would be nice if everybody could come together and not spend points, but it's just so difficult. The temptation is real, and a lot of us are addicted, which kind of sucks. But boys, hopefully you have enjoyed the variety of goals. Even Kante scored a sick one, like it was from kickoff. I flicked it up with Ronaldinho, passed it over to him, caught it on the volley with Kante, and it went in the back of the net. But he was such a pleasure to play with. Is he worth the coins? No, of course he's not worth the coins, but he is improved from the 94, and if you have 6.4 million and you're looking for a really fun player to use that can play in multiple positions, Ronaldinho, R10 moments is the man. Beautiful player. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a like, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.